How's it going? Enjoying your Sunday? Easter Sunday? Happy Easter Sunday to everybody. It's kind of a low key. You know, I just had an overnight trip down to Louisiana and had a couple things I had to take care of down there. Just kind of, you know, blow in and blow out. But I'm home and I've been working on getting the, give you a little quick tour here. Some things may look like they haven't changed, and some things have. Over there, firearms are all gone. I want to make sure there's a good spot there for the hand paintings that Tardisius did for me. Kind of rearranged all that stuff. Got that that pistol rack that my good friend Paul got for me, and figured he'd be happy to see a 1911 on it. The Enterprise that Lily gave me for my birthday a few years ago used to be hidden in the corner, and now it's out and in a good spot, along with the rest of the Star Trek shit. One of the things that's always bothered me is that the zombie target Buddy Gene makes, it's really tippy, and it's just designed to stick on a stick and you just shoot it. It's not really designed as a display, so I hollowed out a cavity in it and I used the stand off of a TV. So, things nice and solid there. And then a few goodies on top of the amplifier in front of the TV with the. And I want to thank. Talk about patriotism. He's not even from the United States. My buddy Nick. My buddy Nick sent that. Thanks, Nick. You know what I'm saying, Nick? Right there. Other than that, just got a few more things organized. Got a bunch of shit, just some odds and ends still to take care of. Having some beef jerky. Christine, there's this little place over in Superior, Wisconsin. They got some of the most awesome stuff, and they got something that they call Colorado. I tell you, if Shelby knew that I had this down here, the look on her face would be the same as Chuck with a mallet. What are we looking at today? We're going to be looking at Tongue Buckler Imperial Red Ale. And this one is from Ballast Point. Has your same old cap that Ballast Point has on all of their bottled brews. The alcohol percentage on this one is 10%. It's in a big bottle. And if it really goes down fast, and I'm, like I always am, and just won't shut the hell up, might pop open that bottle of oatmeal stout, the Shakespeare oatmeal stout that from Rogue, that Ed sent me. One thing I found is there's literally a gigantic pile of bottle openers. This is all a good thing. It's just deciding, which one to use. I haven't used the I don't think I've used the flash hider lately. The only problem with that is, it's kind of a leverage thing, but if you put your finger in the loophole. Okay. See, I would have normally just have left that, but I couldn't do it, man. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Oh yeah, it's got some nice color to it. And for a Sunday, I'm getting some good head. Wow, those bubbles just kind of almost look like they were stuck in syrup there. And well, this is I just got more head than Heffy did on a Saturday night. Normally, you guys know I'm kind of a tech guy. My lovely Samantha gave me the LG Watch R, and I have to say, thing is pretty damn impressive. A lot of the stuff. Maybe you could tell me I'm wrong or not. I know, because I know she's she's got one, and a few guys that have been in chat, seen how she mocks me with it. It shows her the text and keeps track of her steps and her heart rate and blah blah blah, and she just pokes fun at me. Well, not only does this do all of that, but it also allows you to not only read everything that comes in on your phone, but you can actually send stuff like text and stuff like that. And it has a whole bunch of different faces. I got this one from this was an idea from Fred over at the Gear Obsession. I don't know, it's probably just reflecting. It's kind of a cool one. It shows the phase on light to dark, when it's going to start getting dark, temperature, and a whole bunch of stuff you could put on it. Otherwise, the one that was on it just looked like a regular watch, and as a matter of fact, it looked so impressive it was hard to tell that it wasn't just a regular watch. So has a little funkiness to it, but you definitely get the citrus out of it. Like when I say funky, like dog poop, kind of funky. Okay, so the first thing I got was a wafting of the citrus, but an actual get a big nose on it, and it's not so good. But cheers, guys. Well, you do get the citrus up front. It's got kind of a medium mouthfeel to it. You're getting the citrus, and then you start to actually notice the warming effect of the alcohol almost right away. It has a well, it is called tongue buckler. It has a really heavy, dry, bitter, underscore bitter center. And then you get an unusual sweetness. And it ends on a very bitter, almost some kind of a fruit peel, like an orange peel, but not orange peel, but still that you'd get. And right now it's just left me with a drink something better than this next time, asshole, kind of from your taste buds kind of a thing. Seriously, this is the first thing I've had to drink today. Yeah, I mean it, there was no sarcasm there. It was very disappointing. I was so busy cleaning and shit, I stopped to think about it and went, you know what? I could have been drinking this whole time. By now, Hazman 440 is laying passed out on his living room floor while cars are going around on the TV. He was watching NASCAR or something, maybe. I don't know. At least it's NASCAR, not like golf. I don't honestly know what it is with Ballast Point. They create some just phenomenal beers. And then they turn around and they create some that are just, and it's like when it's all is like, say the first 5 beers you've had from a brewery were like, wow, that one knocked it out of the park. Wow, that one knocked it out of the park. Wow, that one bounced off the 300-foot line. That's a baseball analogy. I don't really particularly care much for baseball either. I like going to a baseball game. I've been to see the Twinkies a few times, and that was a lot of fun. Get a few friends together. We had some absolutely incredible seats, and then we moved all the way to the other side, and we were sitting in probably the $4 section and thought it was even better. So, sorry, I digress. Yeah, you get this citrusy, bitter warming, and then you get this bitter dry alcohol center, followed up with a bitter, some kind of a skin of a fruit, and then it just leaves you unpleasantly I don't know if that's just a weird thing with the lighting, or it actually looks like there's stuff in it. 10%. Yeah, I said, look at those carbonation bubbles. This looks like they're like struggling to go up. It's kind of like me trying to drink this. Well, it's almost a damn shame someone, you guys have been wishing I could review stuff that wasn't a 10, and you are getting your wish this time. And it sucks because there's so many damn good things from Ballast Point. I guess I just have to stick with the sculpin, man, because the grapefruit sculpin, awesome. Regular sculpin, awesome. The habanero sculpin, awesome. What else have I had? The Dorado with a Dorito. I've had a whole bunch of stuff that's good, but boy, this just, and it just, if it wasn't good all the way along, it just ends with this serious bitter aftertaste. But it is 10%. That's the first thing I've had all day. Hold on. This is good. Thanks, Nick. It's like, I got an idea.
I thought you were done.
Done? I just got going.
Crying on the soup.
Here, this is more appropriate. Travis, thank you. Party cup.
Washed.
Oh.
Clean.
Put that down here.
Okay, sorry.
I know he's from Canada, but Nick felt compelled to show his patriotism towards America.
Butts are ugly. Shitters. They're ugly.
I used to work with this fitter. He was one of these guys where the first day I met him was like he was a prick, and he was a prick for 10 years, and then he announced that he was gonna retire early, and he was like one of the more fun guys to work with. Tom, I know you'll probably never see this video, but you, my friend, are a prick. But when you knew the days were coming down, working out of town, I was like, hey boys, meet you in 30 minutes out front of the hotel. We're going to go down and I'm going to show you a place that's got some big-ass steaks. And he had a zero fondness for the old butt cheeks. He's like, what is wrong with you two? That's like a turd cutter.
See? Turd cutter, shitter. It's all the same.
Here's a shitter.
You're drinking out of a shitter.
Yeah. Tongue buckler.
Was that the one that you were going to review today?
Yeah. That's the one I'm, sort of right in the middle of.
Yeah, okay. I can take a hint. Jeez.
No, you can, want me to pour you a shot?
Mm-hmm.
Want something?
No. I had lots to drink last night. And then I forgot about my wine.
Hey, you should chill a bottle.
It's already chilling. It's been chilling since
I'd like to try that. I didn't get any of it because somebody drank it all. But who am I to comment?
Yeah. Yeah, who are you to comment?
Hey, hun, look, I bought you a big bottle of vodka. Hey, where's that? Where's that bottle? What, you actually wanted some of it?
It's better than giving it to the crazy neighbor that used to live next door.
Oh, shit. I might have even mentioned this, but it would have been years ago. Fucking Judy, she doesn't live next door anymore. She was a wonder. This actually happened. Ding dong. Hey, someone's at our front door. Oh, hi guys. I'm your next door neighbor, Judy. And I was just in the middle, and I was just wondering if I could possibly borrow, brown sugar, some flour, roll of toilet paper.
Eggs.
Some eggs? No.
No.
No, Judy was wondering if she could borrow some vodka.
Like the whole entire bottle.
The whole...
And she was dead frickin' serious.
I know.
Killed me.
She had no shame at all.
No shame in her game.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if I could, borrow a bottle of vodka.
I would drink too if I had lived next door to Mr. Pants Down. That was,
Well, in his behalf, things are pretty good when we moved in. He was really an awesome. Well,
he was a really good neighbor.
he was a good neighbor. He was a good neighbor in the beginning. He'd come. He was a self-employed electrician. Worked at least 40 hours a week. Came home, took a shower, donned the blue jeans, popped open the Busch beer, handed him over the fence, stood and talked. Man, John was a great guy. And then he lost his mother, which it wasn't like, he was 20 and she was 40. He was 47, 48, and she was a lot older. I don't know, maybe
80s.
I mean, I know it's a terrible thing and none of us want to go through it, but there's only one thing that I can guarantee you, and I know Chuck will be happy to hear this. I will be dead someday. And we all will. There's nothing we can, well, unless you are Chuck or Chuck's family, considering both of his parents are alive, it's like, son of a bitch, he's going to live forever. But, he lost his mother and just, like,
did a downward spiral.
Poof.
Yeah.
I remember.
Fast and furious.
I remember mornings where work days where, I'm leaving for work and he's leaving for the liquor store. He'd come home. Oh, got to witness it firsthand when I was laid off. He'd come home with a case and have most of it gone
by noon.
And then go to the bar.
Yeah, go sit at the pub for the rest of the day.
I've watched him bounce his van off of his garage, my fence, my car. I remember one.
Well, yeah, and his pants were down that one time around his ankles, and it's just came to the wrong house. Remember that? He come knocking on our door, thinking that we were in his house stealing his shit.
Yeah, she's like, I think someone's at our side door. Nobody uses our side door. I don't even know how to get the light. Well, I didn't. I don't even know how to get the light to turn on.
Yeah.
And I open up the basement door and look onto the landing, and sure enough, the handle was moving. I'm like, what the? I told her, I said, grab a phone, and I had the 45, and I whipped open the window thing, and I'm just like, John. He's like, Eric, what the fuck are you doing in my house? And I'm like, John, this is my house. No, it's not. I open up the door to talk to him. His pants are at his ankles. He had just got done pissing on the corner of my house. Couldn't figure out why his key wouldn't fit. Meanwhile, my other neighbor came out as I'm escorting him around the house. Go home, John. Didn't you notice that you didn't have to open a fence to get to the door like you have?
Well, not when you're that smashed.
And the stories get even worse. Remember that one time? Come home from work and I hear, Mike! Eric! Look over and Mike's coming out of his house and he's like, what's up? And I look over, John is laying half in his house, half out of his house. And he's covered from ankle to the top of his shirt line in piss and shit.
Okay, that's when you know that you have a drinking problem and you really need to go to AA. I'm just saying. When you start shitting yourself and you don't realize it, it's time to pack it in.
And it's like, what, John? I need help. Really? If you and Mike could just get me to my couch, I'll be fine. As good neighbors, we dragged him in, tossed him on his couch, and left.
You're gonna get good points for that down the road.
It's like instant, some karma in there.
Yeah, some good karma.
Someday I'm gonna need someone to wipe my ass, and they're gonna be there because I helped my neighbor into the house. Oh my God. Yeah, needless to say, even as kooky as Judy was, she couldn't take it anymore, and y'all moved back to Texas.
Yes, she did. She went and moved with her mama.
But she'd still call. I refused to give her my number. She'd still call my neighbor and, how's John doing? He's in the hospital, man. His liver stopped working. Weird.
Yeah, don't know how that happened.
He wouldn't even be alive if it wasn't for the next neighbor over.
Yeah.
Haven't seen him for a while. Heard him, next door neighbor heard him calling from inside the house. He's like, you okay? He was like passed out or crashed against the side door, the one that he used. And yeah, I'm fine. I'm gonna call the ambulance. No, I'm fine. I'm just need to sleep it off here and by the door. Well, they called the ambulance on him. They got into the house. They got him down, and they actually told him because he had complete liver shutdown, if they didn't get him to the hospital when they did, he would have been dead within 24 hours. Mm-hmm. He's actually still alive. That story goes back 2 years.
I laugh because my mom used to say that God looks after drunks.
I don't understand.
That's the only explanation.
Yeah, he's in an assisted living now.
Mm-hmm. Well, you gotta wonder what kind of quality of life he has now.
He owed, I think his payoff on his note for his house was 10 grand, 8 grand.
Something like
and
that.
he lost it because he didn't make the payment. $8,000, and he lost a $179,000 house.
So if nothing else, boys and girls, drink responsibly.
Yes, like I do.
Out of a toilet.
This is not.
You're not happy with that?
No,
Is that why it's in the shitter?
It's in the shitter. I don't know if I've actually. Travis sent me this, and I don't know if I mean, Obama spends his life here. 655 days of that piece of shit. Okay, I have a.
Well, thanks for the story. I really enjoyed going down memory lane. Okay, not really, but okay.
You guys are great. You wouldn't happen to have any vodka, would ya? She used to go on and on about finding Jesus. Turns out he was at the bottom of an Absolute bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Tongue buckler, Imperial Red. The only thing it's got going for it is that it's 10% by volume, and they don't even have that hidden at all. That's like trying to hide a fart in a car.
Okay.
Big, bold, and hoppy.
They
forgot to put shitty on it. On the E scale, I finished it, so I didn't throw it out. I'm gonna double what I think it's probably worth and give it a 2.
Somehow I knew that. Okay, I'm out of here.
Alright.
Sorry. That's like 2 days in a row. Your people are gonna get sick of me.
Now they like you more than me.
Uh-huh.
If you turned it to B&C Brew Reviews, there'd probably be a parade in a bunch of cities.
Yeah, okay. Whatever.
Seriously, giving credit where credit is due. First of all, and the most important thing about her, is she puts up with me. Second, if I didn't already tell this story on, I think it was our second date, to me, the ice-breaking issues are politics, religion, and guns. And I happened to make the comment that I was a huge gun enthusiast, and she said, so am I. And I'm like, and I said, I have a conceal and carry permit. And she said, really? do you have the gun on you now? And I'm like, yes. And she's like, oh, can I see it? XD 45. It was the only thing I walked away from my my divorce with. I'm not as suave as Chuck. And I pulled the XD out of the holster, and I handed it to her, and she's like, one in the pipe? I'm like, yeah. She goes, well, that is the only real way to carry. She like drops the mag, ejects the round. She didn't catch it. I think she just flipped it over on her lap. Handed the bullet and the mag to me, and she goes, yeah, this ain't bad. I really like the grip angle on it. And she goes, it's a little top heavy. And I said, well, you know, it is empty right now. So I put the bullet back in the mag and slid it up into it. Didn't put a round down the tube just so that she'd get the weight. She goes, oh yeah, that feels a lot better. We should go shooting together sometime. It was at about that point where this happened. So, yeah. Puts up with me and likes guns. What else do I need to say? I don't think we're gonna... This has already gone long enough. Well, we'll throw the Shakespeare in somewhere else, like me, as soon as I turn the camera off. No, I've got a couple things. I got a couple things over there. So, what should we look at tomorrow? Yeah. Oh, you know what I'm probably going to use to wash that down, and thanks to Ed, I'm going to use this right now and get that flavor out of my mouth. That's another thing you hear Travis say a lot. Hey, do you got a breath mint? I need to get this flavor out of my mouth. We got a couple things in here from Ed, and the last one I had from O'Fallon was pretty damn good. So tomorrow, Monday, let's take a look at this. This is 5-day IPA, and Puerto Rico. Did I ever read any of the other bottles from this? I do not see an alcohol percentage. So, I'm going to look at this tomorrow. It's green like Easter. So, I hope you guys are enjoying your Easter. I've heard from a few of you today. Sounds like the food offering is good. Me, I'm having beef jerky. And evidently waiting for a phone call from Chuck's insurance adjuster. So we will see you tomorrow.